SAARC is recognized as the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation was authorized on 8 December 1985. Their headquarters is located in Kathmandu, Nepal. SAARC incorporated many fields such as HRD and tourism, agriculture and rural development, economic, science, and technology. SAARC consists of 8 countries, where the organization also has its own goal, which is to promote the welfare of the people in South Asia, to intensify cooperation with other developing countries, to collaborate with international and regional organizations with similar aims and purposes. SAARC has made a trade agreement called SAFTA. The agreement had been signed on 6 January 2004. The agreement was made in Islamabad, Pakistan. The objectives are to promote conditions of fair competition in the free trade area and ensure equitable benefits to all contracting states. The important agreements are abolition of double taxation, free movement of certain commodities across the border, and preferential treatment to regional trade than trade outside the region. SAARC has long suffered from bilateral rivalry between India and Pakistan. Kashmir has been a bone of contention between the two countries, along with several other social, political, cultural, and border dispute problems. Reacting to the rising tension between India and Pakistan following the Pulwama terror attack, Nepal, the current chair of SAARC, has urged India and Pakistan to exercise restraint. This statement assumes significance in the backdrop of the inconsequential role played by the South Asian Regional Organization in conflict resolution and peace building in the region. Nearly 30% of the region's population live between the poverty line. Most of the SAARC countries have a low ranking on the Human Development Index. The low HDR ranking reflects poorly on this vital indicator in the region. Due to that, they fail to increase trade between member countries.
SAARC has not brought many significant effects on its member countries, especially on their economic development. Intra-regional trade among SAARC countries has been one of the lowest for a region in the world, despite various efforts made since its establishment in 1985. The trade barriers and connectivity issues in SAARC countries pose great challenges for their entrepreneurs. Goods are often moved through indirect routes which sometimes take up to 8 times the distance to reach their destination. And border crossings are often so heavily crowded that they can take days to cross. As a result, it costs more to trade within the SAARC countries than with countries outside South Asia, which altogether hinders trade opportunities. If Eco Brown chooses to venture into SAARC members countries, it will face several opportunities and challenges of doing so. First, since the exchange rate of the SAARC countries is significantly lower than the Malaysian currency, Eco Brown will surely benefit from this situation when it comes to business operating costs. Moreover, rice is also a staple food in almost all 8 countries in SAARC region, so it is an opportunity for Eco Brown to gain profit, knowing that rice is considered as necessities in people's daily life. But it is important to note that these countries also produce rice on their own to cater these necessities. This creates a challenge for Eco Brown, knowing the strong existence of its competitors in the rice production business in general. Another issue is poverty in this region, where people would have less purchasing power, and that will affect the profit gained by Eco Brown. The last challenge is that this region is in a vulnerable zone of climate change and natural disasters, thus it would not be a good location to establish a long-term business. Relevance of SAARC. Yes, SAARC is still relevant, although it is not where it wants to be yet, but it has granted chances for the country leaders as well as high-level head officials to interact regularly and discuss common mutual problems, all of which make SAARC stays relevant. The issues that are currently experienced by the SAARC countries are quite the same and distinct from other parts of the world. The best solutions, therefore, can be found within mutual cooperation and understanding between the region members. For this reason itself, SAARC continues to be relevant. It cannot be denied that commercial trade will bring a lot of benefits to all 8 countries in the hope of boosting their economics and expanding trade. However, it has all been done in paper and have yet to be implemented. Therefore, the countries that have so far signed the agreement should move on and head towards the implementation stage.